Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. As you can tell from the title of today's video, I have a haul slash unboxing slash review of Unlucky Jewellery. So I have been impatient and I have actually already opened these things, but I just wanted to hop on here and do a little video talking about the things that I've purchased and showing you all them. I discovered them through Instagram, and since purchasing these things I have now found another jewellery company that I absolutely love the pieces from. So I have got a couple of things here and I'm just going to show you them and talk a little bit about them, because I think that some of you guys who have similar tastes to me would probably quite like this jewellery brand. So in terms of this brand, it is a smaller jewellery brand and it is definitely leaning more towards alternative jewellery, I would say, more so than mainstream jewellery. So I purchased these things. I have 5 items here. I purchased these things, I believe it was last week or maybe a little bit longer, but they were doing a £13 mega sale end of year sort of a thing. So everything I purchased was £13 each, which is a very reasonable price. Ordinarily, I think these pieces are around £20 to £25 per piece, which again I actually don't think is too bad of a price point for how intricate these pieces are and for how much I personally really like these pieces. I think they are all stainless steel, but I'm not too sure, to be honest, on the actual metal they are, but they are suitable for everyday wear, which is really great. So in terms of the brand, this is how everything came. It came in this kind of standard packaging, but one thing I did really like is the little sticker there that says Unlucky Jewellery, and I really like the brand's actual logo and iconology. I think it's quite cool. So that's what it came like. In terms of the other things that we have in there, we then have this, which you could frame, I guess, if you wanted to, but again, just says Unlucky Jewellery with the iconology on there. Then on the back it says Thank You Aurora, which is a nice personal touch. It then has some of the branding, which says Rebel Essentials, Unlucky Jewellery. This is what, and then this is what the other side looked like. This is actually one of the jewellery pieces that I will be showing you, and I believe as well on both of these models the only jewellery they are wearing is the actual jewellery pieces from the brand, which is quite cool. In terms of the actual packaging itself I really like. So the packaging will either come in this, which is a little velvet pouch, or this packaging, which I think is a packaging I prefer, and it's just this cardboard box, but it says Unlucky Jewellery with again the iconology on there, but it is in gold. I think this looks really nice. I think this looks very expensive, and looking at this now I have just realised that the iconology actually has a broken mirror in it right there. I just noticed that. So what I'm probably going to do is I will start by showing you the one item that comes in the black velvet pouch, then I'll move on to the other items. So I have got necklaces and I have got bracelets because I fell in love with quite a lot of the pieces and I just had to get them. Their jewellery is unisex, so anybody could wear it if they wanted to, but anyone could wear any jewellery anyway. But the brand is unisex, which is quite cool. So this is the first item, and this is a bracelet. I will also put on screen the actual products and the names, and I'll link you to the website because I do have the receipt here, but I can't remember all of the names for all of the different pieces. There are some I can remember, but I can't remember everything. What I really like about this is, firstly, I would probably say I prefer silver over gold, but I really like the detail on this for some reason. Don't know if it was intentional, but this is reminding me of either a normal spine or like a dinosaur spine, and I really like this. I think it's really cool and really edgy. And what I also like is it looks like here this will be quite small. I have super tiny wrists, so not all jewellery actually fits my wrist. The items themselves also feel quite weighty. Now I'm not sure if that is because of the metal that is used for these jewellery pieces, but if you like your jewellery to feel a little bit more weighted as well, which I personally do, I prefer that, you would also probably like this brand. So that was the first thing I got. The second thing I got is this necklace. Now I remember what this necklace is called because the actual pendant matches up really well to what it's actually called. So this one is called the Steal Your Heart necklace, and this is what it looks like. So it is just a silver chain with a heart on it, if you can see. What's really cool about this, and I'll take it out of its actual packaging because I'm going to be keeping all of these. Again, this is quite weighted. I really like that. But the actual heart is 3D. It's not flat on the back. It's actually raised. So hopefully you can see. And I think because this is actually raised, not only do I feel like this will sit quite nicely, but I feel like it is more of a realistic depiction. Hopefully my camera is picking it up, but there is a lot of detail on this, in that it's mirroring what a heart would look like in terms of the chambers. And then the actual chain looks like this. I think that that is very, very cool. Really like that, and the attention to detail on this is gorgeous. I think that that is so stunning. I think that that is really pretty. I think that that would actually pair really nicely with my current necklace. This is a necklace that I wear every day and have done for a couple of years actually. I don't take this off. I know you're meant to take your jewellery off when you sleep and when you shower, but I personally don't do that because I don't find necklaces super easy to get on. So if I took this off, I may struggle to get this back on, so I just leave it on, even though you're not meant to do that. But this is absolutely gorgeous. Love this. I think it is so beautiful. Really impressed with that. And I think as well this would hit at a really nice length, so I would be able to wear both of these together, which is really cool. So I got that necklace. Whilst we are talking about necklaces, I will show you the other necklace that I remember the name of. So this is the second necklace that I got. This is Through the Looking Glass necklace. Looks like this, and you can pick the actual stone you want, so there is an option for clear. I chose black because my engagement ring that features a black stone, and I just thought that this was a bit more on brand with my aesthetic. But this is what it looks like. So this feels a lot lighter than the heart necklace, but it features two chains. So one is a snake chain and then one is just a thinner silver chain, and then at the bottom you have the rings, and then you have the actual black stone on it. And what's really cool, and I didn't realise, is these actually move. This one would hit a little bit higher up, so I might be able to wear this again with this. If not, even on its own, it's absolutely beautiful. And I've been wanting a necklace with a snake chain for a while. I just haven't picked one up because I didn't see one I liked, but I love the double chain here, and then I love the actual detail here. I then have two more items to show you. So both are the same item. One is just a bracelet, one is just a necklace. So I'll show you them both and then I'll show you them individually. But these are called the Nemesis bracelet and then the Nemesis necklace. And I love the design of these so much that I had to get one in the necklace, one in the bracelet again. These were in that £13 sale. So if I was going to buy them anyway, which I was, it made sense to buy them when they were £13. So this is what they look like. And you can probably tell why I love them as much as I do. Now I actually have them and I'm seeing them in real life. I am even more impressed than I thought I would be. I am so beyond in love with these jewellery pieces. I think that they are absolutely gorgeous. I am so happy with all of them. So we'll start with this one. So this is that Nemesis necklace. Looks like this. You've got a very cool textured chain there, and then it goes all the way down to having this black stone. And what I really liked about this is when I seen this, I don't think it's meant to be inspired by a claw, but it looks like it's a claw that's wrapping around the black stone, and I think the texture on this is absolutely beautiful. I think it is so cool. I think it would make a lovely layering piece. Also think you could just wear it on its own. Then to go with that, to either wear together or to wear separately, So I may start wearing this now actually as my everyday bracelet, because I also think that this would go quite well with my engagement ring and my wedding set that I'm ironically not wearing in this video. And I just again think it's absolutely beautiful. So this is the Nemesis bracelet. So this is what it looks like. It's the exact same design as the actual Nemesis necklace, in that it is a double layered effect on the chain, and then it has the black stone right there. And I think I'm going to put this on actually after I finish filming this video. What I really like about the bracelets is, if you can see, you can make these quite small. Again, I have very small wrists, so oftentimes a standard bracelet is actually too big for me. Even to the bracelet I'm wearing right now, which is absolutely gorgeous. This is by Crystal Moon Witch over on Instagram. It's an amethyst bracelet and I love it, and this is no fault to the brand or the company, but this, if you can see, technically I would say is too big, because if I go like this I can just completely roll it off my wrist, and I like my bracelets to feel quite secure on my wrist so that they don't feel like they're going to fall off. Same with all of my jewellery. I like my jewellery to feel quite secure, and I also like my jewellery to have a certain level of weight to it, so I can feel that it's still there and that I'm still wearing it, just because I am really conscious about jewellery, especially bracelets, falling off my wrist. Necklaces are a little bit different, but again, I prefer jewellery that's a little bit more weighted, so love the fact that this jewellery is weighted. That was actually the last item that I picked up. So they were all of the jewellery pieces that I picked up from Unlucky Jewellery. This has been my first time shopping with Unlucky Jewellery and purchasing from them. I have been really impressed with the quality, with how these products feel and how they behave. Again, with jewellery, be sensible with your jewellery. I would say be mindful, you know, if you're particularly aggressive with this jewellery, as with any jewellery, I imagine it would break. So things of durability are arguably a little bit subjective in terms of what you put your jewellery through. You should be mindful. Overall, I really love these pieces. I think that they are beautiful. I am really impressed, hence why I'm hopping on here to talk a little bit about this jewellery company and the products that they do. I don't know how often their £13 sales kind of happen, because I've only recently discovered this brand and purchased through them through their £13 sale, but I think irrespective of that £13, I think that the price they are charging for their jewellery is more than acceptable. I would have happily paid full price for these pieces and would have been equally as impressed paying full price as I am at the fact that I've paid £13. I think it is stunning. I think it is gorgeous. I think these pieces would make a beautiful gift. I think that if you know someone who is alternative or like things that are a little bit different, then this might be a really good company to recommend to them. Or if you yourself are a bit similar to me in that you like things that are a bit alternative, you may really like some of these pieces. I know me personally, I love all of the pieces that I've picked up and I am excited to wear these pieces. So I overall am really impressed. I think their stuff is gorgeous, really like it. I know they do also do some other jewellery pieces. What I would probably say from what I have seen is their stuff seems to sell out quite fast and go out of stock quite fast. So I would probably say if you like something, maybe do be mindful of that. I know this company also does a charity piece which is in collaboration, I believe it's with the Mind charity, so I like it. I love that it's a smaller brand. I love the aesthetic of these pieces. The quality feels really good, and this seems like a very conscious brand in terms of the direction they're going in and what they're doing. So overall, I'm really happy. Really like this brand, will continue to support this brand, and if they bring out anything else in the future that I like, I will indeed be repurchasing from this brand. That has been everything that I wanted to talk about. So let me know which is your favourite piece. Let me know if you have bought anything from Unlucky Jewellery before. Equally, let me know if you are going to be buying anything from this brand, because I'd be really excited to know. So as always guys, thank you for watching. I will speak to you all in my next video. So until then, goodbye guys.